Hello, hi, Vanakkam. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Perfectly Perfect with me, Pavitra. This is my second video in this Christmas look series. In the first video, I created a very simple kind of a look which can be used for the special occasions. But not every people will be preferring that because some people will be preferring a very dramatic one, especially for the special occasions, special days. And so, keeping that in mind, I have created this one, this makeup look. So to see how I created this one, without any further delays, let's get into the video. First, I'm cleaning my eyelid with this LA Roll Orange Color Corrector, as usual I do in all my videos. So, a very less amount of product. I'm applying it on both of my eyelids. And I'm blending this out. On top of this, I'll be going with the concealer part. I used concealer as a eyeshadow base primer. So yeah, for concealer, I'm going with this Wet n Wild Photo Photos shade medium tawny. If this step is skipped, the eyeshadow won't look that pigmented, that bright. Like you have to work n number of times with the shadow, but it will look more brighter on the eyelids. And for today's eye makeup, first I'm using this Maybelline one. It's a crayon pen, so eyeliner. So what I'm doing is, so I'm just marking a line starting from here till here. Like I made sure the edge won't be crossing the brow point. So make sure to be very careful when you work on this line. Yeah, this looks somewhat okay. So even if this doesn't come out very precisely, it is still fine because I'm gonna smudge this out with another shade. So for that, I'm taking this blending brush, and for today's eye makeup I'm using the same Makeup Revolution palette, and I'm going with this shade, a kind of a light orange shade. I'm taking very less amount of product, dusting the excess out, and on top of this line I'm smudging it. I'm smudging the line which I have created. At the same time I'm working with this color too. If this doesn't come out very precisely, it's still fine, but I mean the eye line which we have created, if it doesn't come precisely, it's still fine. Try to blend this out. This eye makeup will seriously take some time because minute detailing is required, and if you're not a makeup lover and if you look something to be created in a very less time, then definitely please don't choose this kind of eye makeup because this takes literally time. And now I'm gonna cut my crease, and for that I'm going with this same concealer part, and I'm using this angle brow brush. I'm taking a very less amount of product like this onto the brush because I will be doing the cut crease, kind of something like this, and starting from here, make sure you be very careful. First you draw out the line and then you can cover the space within that. Usually people used to do half cut crease where they used to stop it here, but now I'm just covering my entire eyelid's place to clean it as well. As I said, once the cut crease is done, to set it with the loose powder, that is what I'll be doing right now. So I'm going with the same brush. So I'm just setting it with the powder so it doesn't creases. It stays in place. The cut crease part. So I'll be going with two shades matching with the outfit which I have chose now. So for that, for the outer part, to work on the outer part, first I'm going with the same brush. I'm just not using different brushes for every single thing. So I'm just going with the same brush. If you aren't comfortable like me, like to use to use every part of the eye makeup with the same brush, you can just use another brushes, no issues. So I'm going with this gray or kind of a black shade, and from this Maybelline one, I'm sorry, Makeup Revolution one, to work on the outer eye corner of my eye. So to work on this part, so what I'm doing is, on the shape, on the line which I have created, on the same line I'm going with this black color shade. I'm just trying to live, and I'm just dragging the product inside. So yeah, this is how it should be done. On top of the black shade which I have applied on the outer part of the eyelid, I'm going with the golden, kind of a golden shade. It's over here. Why I'm And to work on this part of the eye area, that is leaving the outer part, to work from the inner corner till this midway. So first I'm going with the blue shade, and on top of that I'm kind of going with this violet kind of a shade, because in order to achieve the color of the outfit which I'm wearing right now, so first I'm going with the blue shade, and then on top of that I'm loading with this one. If I don't go with the blue and I'm straight away go with this violet kind of a shade, I won't be able to apply this kind of a achieve this kind of a royal blue kind of a color. So first I'm loading this blue shade onto the angular brush. This is another angular brush. So on top of this I'm going with the another shade which I have told in the beginning, kind of a violet shade. So yeah, this particular one. Literally need to work n number of times with the color to get the desired eye look we wanted to achieve. I'm using the same brush which I've used to apply, which I did use to apply the shade. So I have cleaned that brush, and to wet this I'm using the setting spray, matte setting spray, and you can see this is how I'm making the color. I'm using it. What I'll be doing is, in the first step I have created a black color line and smudged with the orange kind of a orange mixed pink kind of a shade. So on top of that line I'll be going with this blue color shade. Be very careful when you try to create something like this, because when you mess it and when you try to correct it, will seriously won't work. Dull shade onto the lower lash line as well. And then I'm going with the shade which I've applied on the center part of the eyelid. This is the violet one. So I'll line my waterline and I'll go with the eyeliner, and I'll show how the finished eye makeup looks and the entire face makeup as well. So I have done the rest of my face makeup, and this is how the finished look looks like. I'll zoom the camera so you'll get to know how exactly the eye makeup looks. So